Thank you for being with us today for this, your Daily 180 Bible Study. We're talking about how to be an effective parent, how to raise godly children in an ungodly world. We've looked at several verses in Proverbs chapter 3. Now I want to move out. I want to talk about a few practical things over the next couple of days as we wrap up this particular series. There are certain things that children need if they're going to grow up as godly individuals. And one of the things that will really help your child is a good example. And that's your responsibility. You need to be a good example for your children. Think about Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 8. Listen to this parental advice. My son, hear the instruction of your father and do not forsake the law of your mother. It's very important for you to set the right example in your teaching, but also in your behavior. Wouldn't it be horrible if you stop for a minute and just think about over in Matthew chapter 23 and verse number 3, there in that whole chapter, Jesus condemns the Pharisees because they have a very outward, hypocritical approach to religion. They say the right things, but they don't do them. And in verse number 3, Jesus said, they say and do not. In other words, and as a matter of fact, he makes the point there, if they say to do it, when they're teaching from the law and they say to do something, do it. But don't do as they do, because they say and they do not. Wouldn't it be a shame? Wouldn't it be a shame if God made a comment on someone's parenting and God said, they say and do not? What kind of example do you set for your children? Your children need a solid Bible education. And that Bible education is so much more valuable if they see it lived out in your life. In 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse number 16, we're told that all Scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. They need to be able to go to this book, study this book, but when they see it lived out in your life, it's so much more powerful. And so let me encourage you. You be a good Bible student, and you are by being part of this daily Bible study. But take time to study this book, read this book, and apply this book to your life so that your children can see you doing that. Thank you for being with us today for this, your Daily 180 Bible Study.